You already know what it is. You have just entered the war zone. Now, somebody do me a favor, tell me why the Africans are so obsessed with our departure from calling ourselves African. Why are the Africans so upset? Why are they going on a rampage on social media, constantly attempting to demean and insult our culture? Why is that? You know, through Black American war that's been brewing as of late, I did not know that Africans, like Americans, I didn't know that. I did not know that we were the standard or poster child or poster boys and gals for melanated people. I didn't know that. We just constantly doing our thing. We don't think about what's going on over there and over there. No, we thinking about what's happening right here. You know? So I didn't know that. And for these people to be as arrogant as they are is very, very alarming and very disrespectful to us and what we have been through and our ancestors. I know of no Black Americans, FBAs, who has disrespected African culture. I don't know any FBAs who has attempted to wipe clean of what your kings and queens have done. Nobody over here, no gram over here has done anything like that to your people. We all know and understand that we have been fed a lot of horse crap with our government claiming that we are African and we are descendants of Africans, and that's just a myth. And the buck stops here. We're no longer falling for any of those tricks, right? We know that we did not come from a nation called Africa, which I don't even know if I can refer to it as a nation because it's deeply carved up. All right, this landmass, as if I can call it that, this large piece of landmass is deeply carved up and has many, many nations' hands in their pot. All right, and for these people to come over to America and decide that it's okay if I insult the FBAs of America. It's okay to tell them that they have no culture. It's okay to tell them that when we come over to your land, we do better than you, right? It's very, very, very much time for us to finally get behind a president and back this president on this agenda. These people have to go. You got to understand, if those Democrats get back in office and grab the reins and keys to power, if we have not done our job of getting rid of these illegals, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. It is overbearing. It's overwhelming to see all of these illegals all around. It's extremely frustrating. It really is. Okay, it's very frustrating. Us as foundational Black Americans, we're standing tall. We're answering the call. We all do what we got to do. We You know, we go out there and get our money. We go to school. We, we go to the gym. We go to the park, right? But when it comes down to it, when we understand that there's a war brewing, all of my people waking up. From the elderly to the most youngest that can understand what's going on. We're all waking up. We cannot keep allowing what's going on. We cannot keep allowing the disrespect from these Africans. You mean to tell me that that's my brother and sister? It's no way. No way. We don't think like that. An ocean away, we don't think like that. No, we don't think like that at all. We don't feel any of your ways. We don't jack any of your ways, your eating habits. We don't. It's just not in us. We don't like it. We don't. No, we don't like it. You know, it's just a lot about your culture. My culture does not vibe with. We don't connect with. It's a lot. And to sit here and attempt to make me feel like I'm African, it's lame. It's just lame. It's lame. We don't know. We're not like Africans. No, we're not. Sorry. Nothing about us is African. Nope. Nothing about us say that we move like an African at all. At all. If you take an African baby and a black FBA baby and grow them up together, listen, they're still not going to be really acting. The FBA child is going to, eventually he's going to start having his own ways of thinking because it's going to seep through him, from his ancestors. It's just going to seep through him, through his bloodline, through his DNA. We just don't, it's just certain things certain ways we don't tolerate, that an African will tolerate, right? It's a lot that Africans will tolerate, we won't tolerate, right? It's pretty rude to go into somebody's house and then start talking about them when you're actually living in their house. What if these people decide to raise up and kick you out, like on what's happening right now? You have no allies in this. This is a war you cannot win. The only allies you had was the corrupt Democratic Party and their elitist, along with the Republican Party elitist, right? But that's pretty much all you had. But that whole construct, political apparatus, that political umbrella for you has had holes put all through it. Your ship is sinking very fast. The only leg you really had to really stand on, if you really want to be real, the only safe haven you really had was allying with Black America. That's the only safe haven you had. But you chose to want to side with white supremacy, and they turned on you. Now you want to try to play my people, disrespect my people, violate my people in any way y'all can. Now getting online, just talking outlandish, talking crazy, looking like us, talking like us, dressing like us. You're talking crazy. That's unbelievable to me. I know your African brothers, your real African brothers and sisters over there in Africa, looking at y'all like fools right now. You want to rep Africa so bad, and you done ran and fled your homeland. You want to rep Africa over here? What type of sense does that make? We're not repping America in Zimbabwe. We over here. We in America over here. You want to come over to my house, my land, and rep your stinking flag. I don't even like the way your flags be looking. They look trash. I don't even like the way your flags look. I hate the way you talk. I don't like the way you talk. And that's no real shot to you. It's just I don't like the way your culture, I don't like the way you talk. The culture, You know what I'm saying? We got our own style. We got our own ebonics and all of that. We got our own style, though. We have our own way of speaking and communicating. Right? It gets deep. It gets deep. It really does. You know what I'm saying? But you Africans, we're gonna have to let y'all know what it is. The boycott is on. It's still on, so you already know what it is. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section.